Hello, my fellow Nigerians. See what is going on now. The Igbo youth write a Southeastern National Assembly members beg support for creation of a Anioma state. You see, this is what we are saying. Igbo youth under the aegis of Ohaneze Youth Council have called on the Southeastern National Assembly members seeking support for the creation of Anioma state to make the region equal with others. Southeast is the only region with just 5 states, while others have at least 6, with Northwest region having 7 states. This has been viewed by the region as a form of discrimination against them, and they have repeatedly asked for measures to address this. Senator Nwoko, representing Delta North, has sponsored a bill seeking the creation of Anioma state, but has not been passed by the National Assembly. The organization of Youth Council, in a statement jointly signed by its President General Comrade Igbo Anyaka, and the Secretary General Comrade Ifeanyi Chukwu, Cedric Nweke, urged the senators from the region to address this injustice by supporting the creation of an additional state in the region. An open letter to Southeast Nigerians illustrious senators and the Honorable Federal House of Representative members by Ohaneze Youth Council reads thus: most distinguished Southeast senators and the federal honorable members, give us Anioma state as gift of justice and equity. We respectfully solicit your backing and endorsement for the establishment of Anioma state as a profound generational gift to the Igbo youth. Eminent senators and honorable members of the Federal House of Assemblies and the Federal House of Representatives, National Assembly, Abuja, the Ohaneze Youth Council, the leading social and cultural youth organization of the Igbo race globally, sincerely request your thoughtful consideration and endorsement of the proposed Anioma state, a landmark gift to the rising new generation of Igbo origin. Throughout our lives, we have witnessed and endured tribal exclusion, political disenfranchisement, and economic marginalization in Nigeria, giving rise to an unyielding awareness of the profound inequality and injustice that challenge our sense of belonging within Nigeria. During our examination of the marginalization of Igbos, we found nothing but, surprisingly, Igbo are the tribalized in Nigeria, having rebounded from the 1966 to 1970 genocide with just 20 pounds and subsequently become leading contributors to business success and infrastructure development across Nigeria's 36 states and Abuja. We won the clock of marginalization for 56 years with the Southeast geopolitical zone still having a limited representation in the Senate, Federal House of Representatives, and number of states. Since the inception of Nigeria's democratic dispensation in 1999, the emergency of the movement for the actualization of the states of Biafra, MASOP, marked a significant turning point. Are you aware that the persistent political inequality in the Southeast zone ultimately reignited the quest for Biafra among all pro-Biafran groups, including the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. We acknowledge that National Assembly members representing the Southeast should align their decisions with the overall interests of the Southeast and the Ndigbo. In light of renewed discussions on creating another state in the Southeast at the National Assembly, the Ohaneze Youth Council undertook broad-based consultation with the Southeast and the Igbo youth, yielding a consensus of 98% in support of Anioma's creation as presented by this Senator Prince Chinedu Nwoko as Igbo illustrious son. Esteemed senators and the honorable members of the Federal House of Representatives, I bring to your remembrance the poignant sacrifice of the Anioma people who lost over 3,000 lives, predominantly men, for the preservation of Nigeria's unity. We appeal to you to transcend personal political device and endorse the Igbo youth's plea for the establishment of Anioma State as an act of healing and recognition of Anioma's sacrifices, particularly during the October 1967 Osowa Ogbe Square, Asaba massacre. It is supreme sacrifice Anioma people paid for Nigerian unity. Is therefore a little sacrifice for us to support them for a new Anioma state. Amiable senators and the honorable members of the Federal House of Representatives, the long-standing request for justice and equity for Ndigbo in Nigeria's political landscape can be effectively addressed through the creation of Anioma State, a goal for justice and equity pursued for over 56 years. A fundamental principle in Nigeria's geopolitical zone creation was consolidating states and peoples sharing a common cultural heritage within one zone. Regrettably, Ndigbo was disadvantaged in this arrangement. Your endorsement of Anioma State creation will be acknowledged as a vital step in rectifying this political anomaly affecting Ndigbo, probably addressing their long-standing appeal for equity and justice. Those of you expressing discomfort due to insecurity in the Southeast should recognize that announcing the creation of Anioma State as one more state in Southeast geopolitical zone will be a pivotal step towards addressing the marginalization that fueled secessionist agitation in the Southeast. The Ndigbo youths are predominantly disgruntled, primarily due to the inadequate representation of their interests at the federal level. Consequently, the creation of Anioma State emerged as a viable solution and to alleviate widespread discontent and agitation rather than a personal preference. We, the over 50 million Igbo youths, would wide respectfully implore our distinguished senators and honorable members of the Federal House of Representatives to advocate for our interests with the federal government by supporting the establishment of Anioma State consistent with the principle of geopolitical zones creation, which involve grouping states with a shared cultural heritage into one zone. my people, this is what the youths are saying. In the comment section, you are free to say your opinion. Love, share, like, subscribe to this channel. God bless Nigeria. Thanks and God bless. Amen.